Hey, what's up everybody? My name's Dane Tudor, and I'm here today to share with you how I tune my skis and get ready for a trip. So first things first, we're gonna start off by just securing our brakes here with these rubber bands, keep the brakes out of the way so we can get to work. So when I tune my skis, I actually don't sharpen them because I'm a powder skier. I spend all my time in the backcountry skiing deep snow. But what does end up happening on trips is I hit rocks occasionally. And so what I use is this gummy stone here, and I just run it along the edges, and it helps clean up the edge and get rid of any burrs so that I can flow more freely in the powder. As you can see, this gummy that I've been using for quite a while has a lot of different grooves in it from running it along the edges. I find that that works pretty well for me, so I'll just take the gummy and run it along the edge. And as you can hear, there's some areas where I've hit rocks and the edge actually sits out a little bit. It's got burrs on it. And I just want to work those burrs out, and see now it's nice and smooth. And I keep going along the edge looking for more burrs. And then what I'll do is I change the angle of the gummy as I move along the edge. Maybe I find a few more burrs along the way. And I just keep going until the edge feels nice and smooth. And throughout the season, it actually slowly dulls the edges a little bit, and I prefer that personally because, as I said, I ski in the powder and I just really don't need super sharp edges. So here the edge is nice and smooth on the top, but on the bottom I can still feel a little bit of a burr, so I'm just gonna again change the angle of the gummy and work the edge a little bit more. All right, that one feels pretty good. Let's switch over to the other side. This side of the ski is feeling really good. So clearly I didn't hit any rocks or anything like that. That one's nice and easy. This one's feeling quite a bit more rough, so gonna take a little more work. Wow, that one is super smooth. Don't really need to do anything to this side. All right, so once I'm done deburring the edges, what I like to do is just take a brush here and just make sure that I haven't left any residual shavings from the edges. And now I'm ready to put some wax on. So usually I like to mix different temperatures of waxes, but today I'm just going to use this universal wax. What I want to make sure of is that the iron isn't steaming. You don't want to burn the wax. It looks like it's at just the right temperature for us here, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply some wax to the ski. You don't want to put too much wax on, but you also want to make sure there's enough that when you go across here with the iron, it blends nicely into the base. Now I really like to wax the tips and tails of my skis because, you know, it's not just the very base of the ski that touches the snow and powder. Both the tip and tails get fully immersed in the snow, so you want to make sure that you wax the full length of your base. Now I want to just make sure that I'm moving my iron in a nice consistent pattern. Don't want to heat up any particular part of the base too much, or you could end up getting bubbles in your base. That would definitely be an extreme case, but it's always good to keep the iron moving. And also heat the ski up a little bit through consistent passes over the base. And then what I like to do is just put a little bit of pressure on the iron and move slowly along the base. And this way it creates a really nice, even coverage of the wax on the base. Now we're just gonna wait a little bit and let these bases cool down, and then they'll be ready to scrape and brush and good to go. So one thing you want to be sure of is that you have a sharp scraper. It really helps a lot when it comes to scraping the wax off the skis. So as you can see here, there's a really heavy duty file, and if you need to sharpen your scraper, you just put it up against the edge of a nice flat surface and just sharpen the file like this. Now that we've let our skis cool down, we're ready to scrape. We got a nice sharp scraper, and we're just gonna apply the pressure and move our way down the ski. And as you can see, with a nice sharp scraper, it makes it really easy to remove the wax. So then after we finish scraping, I just like to take a brush and brush the ski, add a little texture to the base, Make sure they're gonna be flowing nice and fast out there on the snow. And that's pretty much it. That's how I tune my skis and get ready for a trip. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment below and see you out on the slopes.